you. So this is Super Monkey Ball 2. This is the game of champions. I really like it. It's such an original concept. There's no other game that is like this game, unless you count Mario Galaxy, which obviously took inspiration from this game. And its genius is in its simplicity. You know, you're guiding a monkey and a ball to the goal, and I love that. You know, I do like games with depth and story and stuff like that, but sometimes, you know, all you want is a simple game that you can pick up and play anytime with a simple concept but really challenging gameplay. And that's exactly what this is. I'm most impressed with the level design because it's so creative how they were able to take this concept and use the physics and then sculpt levels around them, which are really interesting and challenging, not only to navigate but also to figure out, because sometimes you just gotta use your brain and figure it out like a puzzle. Like each level, not each level, but some levels are like puzzles, and there's also really good variety in the levels. So some levels will be like puzzles, but other ones will be more just skill oriented, you know, challenging your skills. You know how to do it, but you need to test your reflexes and how good you are with controlling the monkey ball. I like the charm of this game. It's a very charming game. You know, I like the concept of the monkeys and the balls. They're all really cute. I like their little monkey language. Like it never annoyed me. I never thought it was annoying. I thought it was actually kind of cute. And you know, that's what I think is like a really cool appeal to this game, is that it can appeal to both children and adults. You know, it appeals to everyone. You know, it appeals to adults because of the challenge, but it can also appeal to kids because of, you know, the cuteness and the kind of cutesy story and stuff like that. But it's not annoying. Like, I played other games and watched movies that are intended for kids, and they're just annoying and they're insufferable. I can't put up with them. But this game never did that for me. The music's also really good. You know, some of it reminds me of Sonic music, in fact. And that makes sense because it's a Sega game. But the thing that is the worst feature about this game, by far, as everyone knows already, is the camera. The camera in this game is so bad. And I've played games with bad cameras before. And this is the worst. I've never complained about a camera being this bad before in my entire life. And the reason is because it really does get in the way and hamper the enjoyment of the game. So the camera is perpetually stuck behind the monkey, as you can see here. You can't rotate it. You can't use the right analog stick and rotate it. Now, on levels which are more platform oriented, you're just moving forward at a fast rate. It's not a problem because you're just always looking forward anyway. But for levels like this one, for example, where you have to slow down and look around and see what you gotta do, the camera is so bad. Like, especially if you're trying to position yourself. Like, let's say, like, right now, I'm trying to position myself to look to the right here. So I have to physically move right. And if he's, like, standing still, he can't stand still. It's like he's always moving around a little bit. And in places, that really causes a big problem. When you're trying to watch something, like maybe a platform is moving, and you're trying to watch it, you have to, like, constantly fight the camera and your monkey's ball. So the ball is always moving, it's always rotating a little bit. So that causes major problems. The ball itself, you know, like it can be a little yammering in your brain because this ball is not elastic at all. It's more like a bowling ball. It has very heavy momentum, and it never was like a really big problem for me, but like when you're trying to get up the speed, like right here and stuff like that, it can be like a little annoying because he has so much momentum, and that makes him hard to control sometimes. Um, so, but there's you know, it's still a genius game. The graphics are, you know, they're pretty solid. Um, I think, you know, in its simplicity, it doesn't need to be anything special. This is a GameCube game. I don't expect it to look, you know, amazing. But I think that the graphics are pretty, you know, pretty bold. Um, there are better looking games on the GameCube. But, you know, it's okay. It's not bad. So, I consider this game to be quite excellent. And definitely, you know, if you own a GameCube, you should definitely play it. And that's all I gotta say.